You're always the first one to come into almost every one of my lives. What's up, Jeff? You guys doing? Guys, I'm pumped. I'm at 5'11". It just keeps growing. I'm super stoked. Loving the tires. Who's loving the tires? What kind of tires are we talking about? You have a 71 like this one, Jeff? How you doing, Donna? In a slab? I got right here. I sound tired. I am tired. Had a long day. And I've picked up quite a few slabs lately. Getting pretty lucky. I wish. Trust me. But school clothes have to be bought. Yeah, that's cool. Those are pretty awesome. I got one. I got that one just the other day. I won this. I won this and this on the same guy's channel, and it cost me less than what this is worth. And 3 daughters, 2 of them teenagers, one of them's 11, and she's growing too. She just went through a growth spurt, so I could buy her all new everything, which I buy them all new everything anyways. But yeah, it was a heavier build this year than normal. John, I don't know why you're not blue. Let me make you blue as a moderator here. There you go. Now you can go into other people's channels and click on their links and sub to them and watch their videos and all that other good stuff. But I did open something up today. Well, I opened up a couple of things. I got a couple of cup rounds, but I got this in the mail. So what happened was I had spun on this guy's room. And he wasn't ready yet. He was setting up the game still, but he set it up. And so I spun and I hit the big prize on the first spin. And he said, dude, I wasn't ready yet. And then he canceled his show. And I'm like, dude, that wasn't cool. He's like, I'll do something. And so he sent me this 1942 That's what it says. 1942 BU Liberty half dollar. Right? My videos? I appreciate that, Donna. That is awesome. So I got this as a consolation prize instead of 1880, and I get it because I run on whatnot too, but it is in pretty really good shape. I mean, look at that. There's clearly no wear marks on this. It's not like it. I'm almost positive. Who knows? Maybe it could be an MS. I doubt it though. You guys, I'm at 511 subs. I am I'm in awe. So here's the receipt for that. Right, shows you that I did one and that I hit the big prize, which was an 1880 BU uncirculated Morgan. Right, he wasn't able to give that to me. You see it right up there. The randomizer 1887 uncirculated silver Morgan being the first prize. 1884 silver Morgan. Right, so got that, and this is how much I spent. $6. So I would have got that Morgan if his game was running, but it wasn't. So I'll give him that. But he did send me that half dollar, and for $6, I'll take that. I'm okay with that. You know, he wasn't ready. I'll let him have it because I've been there. Not in that same situation, but I can imagine it because I sell and whatnot. I appreciate that, Donna. The like button is just double tapping the screen. You'll see a thumbs up. Dude, I'm just surprised that I'm at where I'm at. I'm just very thankful as well. And I've got a bunch of people that are throwing stuff in on this Gibby. Chasing Curtis or chasing Jetta with Curtis, who was in the stream last night. He offered to throw up a 1 ounce silver round as part of a prize for the Gibby, and so that's awesome. So I got him throwing up an ounce round. I've got I have To giving up a $20 Patreon membership, which is super awesome. I have Creed from 2.5 bag of pay dirt. Alaskan Assassin Adventures is throwing down a whole swag pack. He's already shipped it, which is totally fucking cool. And I'm going to be buying a couple of bags of pay dirt here next week. It's okay. Do your thing. I get it. It is going to be a big Jeff. I'm planning on it being a big I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff. You know, I've actually hit pretty big recently. I've done pretty good on whatnot. You know, like getting this one spin for $18.95, two spins for $21, and I got a quarter-ounce eagle. You know, that was a pretty big hit. You do your thing. You link up with me anytime you want. You got my email. It's on my website. You can message me. I'll message you back. Oh, dude, I won this right here. I spent $25 in this guy's room, in that guy's room. I got this, and the redbacks, for some reason, sell for more. So this piece in a 70 condition like this, I ran the number on NGC. It sells for $500. That's what the value is, 500. And when I was in that guy's room, I won a peace dollar as a Gibby, a half ounce of silver, 2 silver dimes, a piece of copper, and a foreign coin, all as Gibbies. So I spent $25 in his room on 3 envelopes. I got that as one of the wins, and all that other silver. Well, Jeff, it's not. So listen, I get it. I get it. So, but it's bound to hit at one point. It is bound to hit at one point, right? And if you put up multiple options, see what I do when I go into a room, I'll tell you how I do things. This is my strategy when I go into a room. Okay. Let's say this is the top prize. Okay. Right? You with me? Give me a thumbs up if you're with me. Let's say this is the top prize in the room. Okay. A 22 MS62 piece dollar, which is a nice piece, right? You run the NGC on this, it comes back at like $70. Right? So this is the top prize. I will bet dollar wise up to this value amount. Okay? So let's say the spins are $5 a piece. That puts me at 13 spins. 14 spins at $70. And if there's 100 spins, what you do is you're in the room, you're watching other people bid, you're watching other people play, okay? And you jump in when you see a bunch of floors go. And look, I will be the first person to tell you when it hasn't hit in so many things, it is going to hit. And I can also tell you because I've done it and I've lost this way. Okay, I have lost the chaser this exact same way, and they call this the chaser, right? So like this is what you're chasing, and there's a lot of other ones that have multiple options up there. So like you got an array of things that you can get. Okay, because there's like 20 envelopes in my game. I run a game, 140 spots, 20 envelopes. Okay, what that does is that gives you 1 in 7 odds at getting an envelope. Yes, that's exactly what I do. I play the odds. But it's all a numbers game. It's all a numbers game. Okay? If there's 20 spots out of 140, and I've seen one of the spots go on the very first spin. It's happened to me. I've lost the big coin on the very first spin before. Bye, Donna. You have to play the odds because I don't have a bank account like some of these other guys in these rooms do. I've seen guys drop $200 a spin at a chance to get this. And then they will drop 5 more at the same price. And at that point, they're at $1,000. They could have bought it and saved money. But for instance, I ran a last man standing the other day. It was for a 5-ounce bar, right? One 5-ounce bar, poured 5-ounce. It was like it looked like a germanium mint, but it wasn't. Last man standing. So I had 120 spots, 20 envelopes. You play, you get all the envelopes that you can in that time frame because you're playing the numbers. Okay. I can tell you that if I have 7 of the 20 spots, I have a much better chance at one of my envelopes lasting to the end, right? I mean, come on, it's the odds. And so I'll watch a couple of floors go and I'll play hard on some spots and then I'll wait and I'll play hard on some more and I'll get 7 or 8 spots. And if you're getting them at $5 and $6 a piece, then you're golden. But keep in mind, what did I just tell you? I will bet up to the value of what I'm betting on. So if the rolls go to $15, then and I'm feeling it, then I'm gonna go to that $15 mark. But keep in mind, I'm gonna keep to my dollar amount. So that lessens the amount of spins that I get. You have to be strict because if not, you'll go broke. And if you have bad gambling habits, this is not the website for you to go on. I'm going to be quite honest with you 100%. I could see people getting divorced over that website. Bob here is just chilling. Just chilling. Chilling like a villain, man. Yeah, dude, I'm at 511. I get to give away that humble stacker bar. I've had it for months. This is mine. This is the one I'm going to keep. But the one I'm going to give away is right here in the case. But yeah, man, I cannot wait. Dude, I got this West Point the other day. It was pretty sick, but it's a different label. I've never seen PCGS do a label like that. You ever see a label like that? I mean, I ran it, it's legit, but it's just a different label. It's a Type 1. Here's a question. Do you prefer Type 1 or 2? Oh, you wanted to see the hollow? You know, I mean, they're. Oh! PM abuse. PM abuse. I don't know. They're both classic. I get it. But I don't know why this one bucks at $150. It's because of this 1 in 2000, and it is a gold back, but I'm not quite sure why the 1 in 2000 makes such a difference. Early releases, Vegas. Yeah, PCGS has a lot of securities. This is a badass coin. No holograms though, but this is from 2012, so they might not have been all hip on the hollows back then. But maybe being an autograph one, they had to do a different label. That's pretty sick. But really, this one in the raw that I got, I really want to send it in for grading. I think I'm going to. I mean, it's just 1986, first year release. This thing would come back at least a 69. I can almost guarantee it. I mean, the first time it was put in this capsule is the last time it's been opened. The thing's just immaculate. Can't see a scratch anywhere on it. I don't see anything. Like I said, I think the first time it was put in this, it stayed in there the whole time. And it's just sat in this case its whole life. It will be worth more if I have it graded. And then I could always sell it. The benefit to that coin being graded high, it's a first year release. So it would come at a really high value. It would be worth more than this one or this one. Shit. But at the end of the day, it's still just an ounce of silver. And I'm aware of that. That being said, if I can make that ounce of silver worth 10 times an ounce of silver by sending it in and spending an ounce of silver's worth of money to have it graded, then it's worth the investment. I can turn around and sell it and buy more metal with the proceeds. A lot more metal. That's how I look at it. It is in that nice, beautiful display case. And I get it. But it'll be worth more when it's in a slab. I know you don't buy the slab, you buy the coin, and I get that. So whether it's graded as a 69 or a 70 doesn't matter to me, but the value of it is so much higher when it comes back at a 70. And then what I'll do is, like I said, I'll sell it and I'll make enough to buy that much more in silver out of it for one piece of silver and a small investment. Dude, I don't know. Like, I hit one and it went dung, dung, dung. Trust me, I was trying not to cuss. And I think I still dropped an F-bomb. This one I won. I won this. It was a $38 spin. On this coin being created what it is, and the super toner that it is worth quite a bit. So I mean, I do rather well on whatnot in most rooms. I do lose from time to time. Trust me. There's nights where I fucking lose my ass, and this is a super toner too. MS63. I know Michael loved seeing this. Pretty weird how it's silver on one side and just almost fucking black on the other. Which means this side was laying down on felt or plastic or something that it made it so it didn't see the oxygen. And this one was the exposed side, so maybe on a wooden shelf or something for a very, very long time. But it's a 63, and Michael almost fell over when he saw it. He loved it. I love super toners too. And the 63s are pretty high grade for Morgan. I saw somebody posting earlier about buying fractional because it all stacks up. I've been saying that shit for months. That's what I do. I buy fractional and then I trade it in for new pieces and get bigger ones, and then buy more fractional and trade it in and get bigger ones. My LCS is pretty cool. But I love the artwork on the pandas. And the backs are just immaculate. My camera doesn't know justice. What's up, Tim? Just chatting, hanging out. Thought I'd go live for a little while. See what's cracking. B still tearing it up over there? Like I said, I've been kind of on a tear lately, so I've gotten a lot of Morgan's wins lately. And I just put up 5 of them in a game. So I just put up 5 of them, and I still have a bunch of them, but I got more of them just sitting here. This is a super toner. Yeah, he's good at what he does, man. I like watching Waller. This one's in pretty good shape. Very prominent hairline still. Wings are still pretty sharp. This is gradable. You won a gold back? Awesome. I didn't even know how. Look at the hair up by her bandana, her crown. And I got more in the mail. I got another 3 of them coming in the mail. 2 of them are graded and 1 of them's raw. I'll be honest with you, man. You can find the deals. You can. Most of what you see up here, except for the gold, except for this piece I won on whatnot. So that gold that's up there, just what I keep in my house. That gold up there, I won on whatnot. Or that's all my gold. This I won on whatnot. But everything else up there, other than that gold, is whatnot wins. And this is a whatnot win. And this one, that 86 is a whatnot win. These are whatnot wins. I did, dude, but I came home and went right online pretty much. I had a long day at work and I wanted to get some time online, so I didn't get a chance to look at anything, but I will look at them too. I know that you sent them, I just didn't get a chance to open it up. I had a really long day at work. My boss wanted to talk to me for an hour and a half afterwards in the parking lot, and I'm like, dude, I've got another 30 minutes to drive. You live 5 minutes away. You gotta let me get out of here. It's his day off tomorrow. He doesn't care. I wanted to come home and put some time online, so like, let me go. Let me go, let me go, let me go. So he let me go. I mean, it was important, so it needed to be talked about. But he let me go, and we took off. And I came home and I went right online. And I forgot my pocket silver today. I never forget my pocket silver. The reason I forgot it is because I took it out of my pocket to show it off last night. It was 85. Prospect around. I carry this thing with me every day. Except for today. And this one, I love this round too. This thing's almost as old as me. And I always have it in my hands. And I know it's an eagle heart, so before anybody starts saying anything like, dude, it's an eagle heart, I get it. I know it's an eagle heart. All right, Jeff, I'll see you later, bro. Thanks for popping over, Tim. I just didn't know if anyone was going to show up or whatnot, but I still wanted to just come online for a little bit and chill. There we go. I love the artwork on the back of the pandas. Maple's a maple's a maple. You know, there's 15 different maple leaves that they use on their coins. Did you know that? 15 different types of maple leaves they use on their coins. But for $6, man, for $6, this was a pickup, even though it wasn't the 87B of Morgan. This was still a pickup for $6. This thing's in really good shape too. You know what? I'm gonna take it out. I don't care. Yeah, it's still no 1887 Morgan, but it's alright. Dude, Tim, you think you're gonna win some gold? You could be winning the pay dirt. You could be winning the humble stacker bar. Also, an ounce of silver from Jason Cheddar. I'm gonna have a few different pay dirts up there. I'm totally stoked. I'm really excited. Oh, dude, I got this koala too. I like this koala. It's a 70. I'm looking forward to the Gibby too, man. I'm totally stoked. I'm really excited. I'll probably be setting it up on Sunday after I pan Chasing Cheddar's pay dirt with my daughter. Yeah, but I'm totally stoked. I'm really, really excited. Really, really excited. And this key date's pretty badass, man. I like this one too. It's almost like I got one coin of every grading company. I've got a silver Philharmonic in my safe that I don't have out here. That's got some toning around the edges. I think it's pretty cool. And all these coins that are toning after being in the slab, that's good because they're toning from not, you know, from anything but that. But they're all toning after being in the slab, and you know that because they would say toner on them. Dude, I can't wait to give away that bar. I got some copper and some other coins. I get a bunch of, excuse me, I get a bunch of V nickels and buffaloes that come all the time from Gibbies and from floors and things like that. So I just turn around and use them in my game as Gibbies or floors. Same way I use it in that way. Just give it back. Keeps me from having to buy the stuff because I already bought it at that point. As long as my spins are worth more than the spins that I spent on them, I'm making money on them. Yeah, I have. Hold on a second. Is it that one? What up, B? Is that the round you're talking about? A person who was in my chat room the other day and whatnot. Just for being there. I do giveaways all the time. $5 a piece is kind of expensive because you can buy them from a bullion place for 3 something. And then when you're buying multiple things, the credit card fee is nothing. You just got to get past the shipping point. So if you get past the $200 and you're looking to buy those, I would just throw those in as extras. You know, buy whatever you're gonna buy, and then buy those on the back end. Just add them to your pack. You know what I mean? That way you're not paying all that shipping. You're not paying the credit card processing fee or whatever it is that they can try to rack up on you for not hitting the requirements. How was your stream, B? But I'm really happy about this one. And gold's heavy, man. So this coin's pretty heavy for its size. It's like the size of a quarter. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. American. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't realize I did it, but I went country, American, Great Britain, Canadian, and then your Asian market with your panda, Chinese panda. I believe this one is. Pretty sure that's a Chinese panda. And then got the banger AFC up front. Which was, what are you talking about, colorized? Copper, I don't have. What's it? I was looking at the side. Copper is a copper coin, yes. Then the same but colorized is $80. I wouldn't, like, is it silver and colorized? That's what I was just about to say. I was just about to say, and I was getting ready to say it. There comes a time where you got to understand that we're buying way more than what the value of the actual coin is, and you're buying something based on what you like. And something is only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. And if you're willing to pay that for something, do you understand? There's no way that you're going to get to the value of what it was or what it should be for you to make any kind of money or break even. That is not a good move. I wouldn't make that move, but if you choose to, it's your money. But still, that's not a move I would make. And I believe B. Waller feels the same way. And anybody else in chat will probably feel the same way. That's not something I would do. I mean, it's got to be a real specialty piece for me to pay any kind of premium price. Look, I paid $55 for this. Okay, this is the most expensive piece of silver I have ever paid for, except for when I first started collecting, and my wife at the time got me on a Bradford exchange, getting Morgans that way, and that was the worst. Paying $125 a fucking Morgan. It was ridiculous. I have a hard time paying $44 for an ounce too. So keep in mind, this is the only one that I paid premium price on. Out of anything up there, except for the gold, of course, because I've been stacking and building, and this is what I have here. But everything else up here, I did not pay full premium price for anything. I won it all on Whatnot, except for the gold from the 1883 over. The quarter ounce, I went on Whatnot. All the pieces up front, the gold up front there, I went on Whatnot. Not that, of course, that's mine. But those ones, all of it. These ones, the silver Ike, even this, I won this on Whatnot. This. What I do is say I paid this one, for instance. Okay. I bought 3 spins at $11 a piece. I paid $33 and I won this. 33 bucks. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll put it in a game. As a chaser. One on top. 120 spins. $5 a spin. Ah, the coins you have, Tim? I know. You'll have more coins coming from me though too. We already talked about that. But that's how I make money, and that's how I stack. That's how I got all this stuff, is by stacking, taking the proceeds and then buying more, and then taking the benefits and the all the extras and then buying more gold with it. Just make sure I have to up my inventory. So I always have some sort of bangers up there. Always have some sort of bangers up there. This I'll probably hold on to because it's a nice coin. I like it. Like this one, for instance. Okay. MS70 West Point 2019. Just because of the W, it's worth more, so people will chase it more. So then you put these spins up for $20 or for $10, and you make them for 70. Boom, right there, 70 at $10 a piece for a coin that I spent 33 on. Because people will play the game, and that's what it's anticipated to hit. Now, can it hit before that? Of course. But that's a gamble on my end too. People think that it's just a gamble on your end. Trust me, as a seller on Whatnot, it's a gamble on my end too. Dude, yeah. Well, Waller, you're already monetized, right? So that's sick. I got a long ways to go before I even think about getting monetized. I got to get people watching my stuff. It just doesn't happen. I'm not on often enough. That's not my thing. I'm not down to get monetized, but that would be fucking sick. Getting subs is the way to get there. So now that I'm at 500, that's super cool. See, that's where I'm making money on Whatnot. Like all the school clothes money and everything that I've been buying. It's just I was selling stuff that I've been building up. So my 2 5-ounce bars, and I just sold a 1/10 ounce eagle. But so like for the eagle night, I made about $200 profit after all of the fees and everything from Whatnot. Yeah, about $200. But on the 5-ounce, the night before, I made 800. 205 would have bought me a new bar, so I made about $795. Yeah, no, I feel you, B. That's why I told you I would do what I would do for you. Anything, but if I was like just for me as well, dude, I've given away ounces of silver, and trust me, I didn't have ounces of silver to be giving away, but I gave away ounces of silver and stuff to try to build my channel and do things like that. B is just he can't do some of the things that I can do at his own free will, and I wouldn't feel bad about it at all. That's how I look at it. If it was my channel, I wouldn't feel bad if I were you. I wouldn't want you to feel bad either. And I understand it makes me feel good to give to. I'm right there with you, B. You're an awesome dude, bro. What's up, Cartier? My brother, what are you going? What are you doing? Well, I appreciate you, Tim. I do. You know that. Oh, I know, bro. I know. I heard, saw. Yeah, it sucks. People getting shot at rallies. It does suck. All right. Whatever he was doing, he was in a public speaking of some sort. No, tell him I said hi, Donna. Or Nick, what's up, buddy? I can say it myself. You're watching me on your TV. I'm stupid sometimes. Sorry. What's going on, brother? Glad you're watching. I appreciate you. Thanks for chilling in the background. Yeah, no, I understand. I get it. It's tragic, man. Give me a second, you guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. My throat is dry as shit. Sorry about that. Anyways, I'm back. You guys been good? Oh, no problem, B. Just message me, and what I'll do is I'll let you know when we're gonna when I'm gonna do the show, and then you can go and watch the show, and I'll make you a moderator, and you can see how the show goes, and watch me as I do it. And then I'll send you snapshots of everything, showing you how much there was in fees, how much I paid in taxes, blah 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 blah, and we'll go from there. It's not as bad as it seems. But there's a lot of shit, right? So like I can start a show, I can be on the screen for, let's say, I plan on every show to be done within 3 hours. Okay. 3 hours of talking into the phone, talking people to bid, running a game, plenty of talking, right? So 3 hours worth of that is enough. So I plan on every show to be done within 3 hours. So I start a show after sharing it out a whole bunch to people throughout the day. I start a show. If I don't start getting traction within the first 20 or 30 minutes, I will do what they call as promote. I can go over and I can say, hey, I'm going to pay $20 an hour out of my proceeds for whatnot to push people into my channel. And it charges me for 2.5 hours. At that point, that's $50 and then taxes. So it comes out to like $57, right? They'll put an average of however many people are on at the time. So if there's a lot of people on at the time, they'll push a lot of people in, so it'll cost a little extra, right? So I could get 300 people pushed into my room in an hour for $20. So that helps me gain traction on the game. But I start the game off at that point. I already start the game off in the hole. $56. Okay. Every giveaway you do, say you give away a silver dime, and you give away 5 silver dimes in a show. Every silver dime you give away costs you postage, which is $4.99. Right? So 5 times 5 is another $25. At this point, we're $80 in the hole. Which is okay, because it comes out of the proceeds. So I don't have to pay that money up front. It just comes out of the top, right? So fuck it. It is what it is. That's part of the cost of doing business. That's how it goes. Okay. So every show, I anticipate starting off $80 in the back. No, I only have to pay for shipping on the 5. Okay. That's the only one I have to pay shipping on. Everything else, the buyer pays shipping on, B. So we don't have to worry about that. They pay shipping on all of it. The only thing I have to pay shipping on is the giveaways. Now listen, there's nights where you set up a 120 spot wheel. Okay? There's nights where you put up a 120 spot wheel. And that all the spots that you have for all the big stuff can be taken in the first 65. Yes, yes, depending on how heavy it is that what you're sending. So if you're sending a 1 ounce copper piece, a normal stamp won't work. You got to put it in shipping for 0 to 1 ounce. So it just depends on how big of the giveaway it is. Okay? But even if it's an envelope, it's still $1 a piece. So you're still, whether it's 5 or 25, it doesn't matter. You still just anticipate $5 a spot every time on a giveaway. But listen, I can set up a 120 spot wheel, right? We'll say just 10 spots for big hits, just 10. Okay, that's a 1 in 20 shot, right? Those can go in the first 60. So if those go in the first 60, then you got to take what you anticipated on that and cut it right in half. So as a seller, unless the ones to buy and get giveaways, then you won't have to pay shipping on the giveaways, right? So no, I still have to pay shipping on it because a label has to be created in order for me to. No, you know what? I guess if you're buying already, I can throw it in your package. Okay, so let me tell you something, Donna. I'm an idiot. Not on giveaways. So if a non-buyer wins a giveaway, I still pay the shipping. An envelope still needs to be created in most cases. So the only time, so I could have saved money a few times because a buyer has won the giveaway, like Donna has. Okay, Donna has played in my room and won a giveaway. And stupid me, I still printed a label for the giveaway, so it cost me an extra $5 because I'm retarded. But I think that the minute I set it up, it cost me money. I got to double check. I'm stupid, but I got to double check. I'm having a, yeah. No, it's just, it happens sometimes when you take too big of a toke. It takes a second to recover. No, I haven't, but I love Nash. The buyer does pay the shipping, Manderson. The buyer does pay the shipping, except for on a giveaway. I pay the shipping on a giveaway unless you've purchased something already. And that's what Donna just pointed out to me is I've created labels for people that have already won, but I'm pretty sure it charges me anyways. I have to look into that. But the buyer does pay the shipping. Oh, you're good. You're good. I don't have a problem. You jump in as often as you want, whenever you want, bro. You'll never. You don't have to worry about apologizing. I'm glad you're active in chat. Shit. Could be worse. I could have 11 people in here not listening to nothing, not talking about nothing, you know? But I do have interested people. I got Nick sitting at home watching on the TV, chilling. And I know right now he's probably got a grin on his face. And I just want to let you know that's badass, Nick. That's how we do it. And I appreciate you, brother. I really do. What's the split? We'll talk about that later. Before we send anything. That way you know. The whole point of the conversation is just to let you guys know. I'd rather do it on more of a public channel, like on the phone, you and me talking on the phone instead of over whatnot or over YouTube. You know what I mean? We'll talk about all that later. I'm just supporting you at that point, you know. I'm literally running a show for you, so I'm sure he is. So the whole point of it is just to let you guys know that, it's not all fun and games for the seller either, dude. I've lost my ass on a gram of gold. I've lost my ass on shows that I thought were going to be bangers and just turned out to be fucking ass. But then I get lucky on wins. So a lot of my inventory that I get for my shows, I get from Whatnot, right? But that's when I get this Eagle for an $11 spin, and I spent 25 in the room. That's where I got this Eagle for $64 total or $63 total. It's a quarter ounce Eagle. That was a luck shot. 3% shot. It was a 100-spot wheel. I bought 3 spots. All my lucky numbers, 7, 21, and 78. One of them hit. It just wouldn't show me which one it is. Vegas is bad, bro, especially for a gambler. But if you're a good gambler, it's worth it, I guess. But I heard Vegas ain't all it's cut out to be for living there. I don't know. I can't handle the heat like that, so I live in Seattle or up in this area for a reason. Yeah, well, that's what works for you, Cartier, and I get it. And it's your thing. I just fortunately found a way for me to take a little bit and turn it into more. Hey, April. And bro, I talk about this thing so much. I show it off to so many people. Show it off on Whatnot every show. Well, almost every show. It's in the background right here every time. Right there. And I got your channel round right here. Boom. In the background every time. I don't have all these coins up normally. Talk about your fours all the time, bro. Talk about your work all the time. Nice, bro. I have a buddy who's talking about how he has a friend that wants to get rid of some gold at spot. I told him, let me know. Let me know. Damn right you're making money in the mail. Dude, honestly, I'll talk to my LCS first because I can go right there and get it. And dude, he hooks me up pretty good. Not that I don't want to talk to OC. I'll check OC out too, man. But man, he hooks me up really good. Especially when I buy a lot of stuff. Like I went and bought 30 ounces of silver from him. He was all about it. Hooked me up at 10 cents over spot per ounce. Like you never get deals like that. Wow. That's discipline, Donna. That's discipline. I could not do it. You're fading, B? Well, you are like 2 hours ahead of us. That's a lot of melt, bro. You should start pouring. You already know you've got. I already have like a lasting order with you, always for silver pours. So you know that when you're bored, you already know what I want. Just start pouring for me, and let me know what I need to send you. I already have a stack of copper for you for a bunch of shotgun shells. Just let me know what I need to send you. See, the cool thing about the Krugerrands is they're like the oldest minted sovereign gold coin. No, 1 ounce gold coin. Nightwaller. Oh, dude, that's cool. There we go. Leaning back. Laid back. With my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Damn, bitch. That's how we do it. Nah, I didn't know he could lean back like that. I guess if I propped him up, that was cool. He's chilling now. It's like this. Boom. Boom. Dude, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome, Cartier. I picked up quite a bit of stuff recently. Quite a bit of stuff. Had a lot of stuff coming in. Had some pretty good runs on some pretty good stuff. I've gotten a lot of silver in lately. A lot of silver. Way more than I think about when I'm adding it all up, to be honest with you. So much that I should probably start bringing some back over to my mom's house, and then because that's what I do once a week. I go and bring stuff to my mom. She's probably tired of seeing me. Yeah, that's cool. I buy rolls as often as I can too. Dime rolls are very common for me to get, but the $10 rolls are cool. I have to work on 50-cent rolls. I normally pick those up at about 5 a piece, or 5 a time, not a piece, 5 a time. That's right. Just preserving your money, bro. Preserving your money, and you're kicking that endorphin that makes you want to spend it. So you're spending your money, and you're just converting it into something that is going to be worth more in the long run. Yeah, silver and gold, man. Silver and gold's what it needs to be converted to. Silver and gold. Yeah, it has been a good week. I'm waiting for a dip so I can buy. It might not happen, but I'm still buying. I buy every week anyways, but it'd be nice for a dip so I can buy more. I would spend more than I normally do if it dips some. That's good. That is good. I mean, all these ounces and stuff, all this up here, I got for less than 30. I got less for less than spot on all of it except for this one. This one I paid a bit of a premium for. But all these other ones, I paid under spot for. The koala bear is your favorite bear? Well, I mean, it is a marsupial, right? And I mean, does it even really qualify as a bear? It is a marsupial, right? I know it is a bear, but like in every aspect of being a bear, it's not really a bear. But it's cute and small, and you know what I mean? It's like a panda. You never hear of a vicious side of any of these little animals. Pandas, I'm sure, get more vicious than koala bears, but I couldn't imagine a koala bear attack. I mean, when's the last time you heard of a koala bear attack? Or even a panda attack? Attack of the wild panda! Look out! Panda comes running after you, spitting bamboo out as it's snarling. Can only imagine. I'm sure a panda would probably be nastier than a koala. Night, Tim. Are you going to bed too, April? Oh, okay. But yeah, all that up there I won for less than spot, except for these gold pieces. All this stuff this one I bought, this one I bought at spot when spot was like 2,700. This one I built up to. I love this coin. I mean, to think that somebody had something similar to this in their pocket, and that's the money they spent, and it was $5. Which one? The maple? This is this piece is just awesome. Aw, man. Knocked the alien over. Bob fell over. Sucks. Chill, Bob. Calm down. I got you, bro. I got you. There you go. You're chill now. Okay, so now these are all over the place on Whatnot now. All over the place. But I've had this thing for a long time. They're selling for like $30 a piece. A kangaroo silverback, 1/1000th of an ounce. So 1/1000th of an ounce. There's like that's nuts. Somebody asked me about it about 3 months ago. Asked me if I wanted to sell it. I said no, and they're like, "Oh, so and so is selling them over on their channel for $30." I'm like, $30. You want to pay $30 for this? He's like, yeah, put it up right now. And I'm like, dude, I can't charge you $30 for that. It's not worth $30. A Stacker starter pack on JM Bullion, and they actually are advertising it right now. It's $549. You get 3 ounce, you get 10 ounces of silver, one of the ounces is graded, and you get a piece of gold. Last time I bought it, I paid $600 for it. It was $5.99, and I got one graded ASE MS69, 9 other ounces of silver. I got a 5 ounce round and a half gram piece of gold. So at the time, it was a good price, and for $5.49, that's a good price now, especially getting a graded piece and then 9 other ounces, whether they be graded or not, was super cool. That's still a good price, and you're getting a half gram of gold. Half gram of gold right now is $60 on any bullion place that you buy, if not more. And it was a kangaroo, so it's a half gram kangaroo I got. So it really wasn't a bad deal. Right now, $5.49, that's a screaming deal. To get the same pack or something similar, yeah, it's a good deal. I'd be over there popping on it right now if I had the money in there. But I'm waiting for my paycheck to pop so I can go and pay rent. And it popped. Good. Cool. Right on, man. I appreciate you coming back. All of my extra money every month, every week, that doesn't go to child support and paying the bills goes into metals. I dump as much as I can afford. I get paid weekly, so I buy buffering. Sorry about the buffering. Is it buffering a lot? Dude, I'm almost 47. I'm not that young. I stack as much as I can, as often as I can. Still feel like I don't have enough. I mean, I have made some moves recently to convert some silver into gold and do some other stuff. And Donna, I feel 67 most days. So trust me. My dad told me years ago, getting old ain't for the weak. And he was right. It ain't. You can either handle the shit or you can't. Good days are the days you wake up and you're not hurting. And I get an amen to that. Yeah, I know it. You guys there? Yeah, I got lucky. I suffer from an aneurysm and I'm still here. My memory banks are still good. I still got all my smarts. My mama always told me I was special. Didn't have that stroke that most people do, so I got lucky. Dodged a bullet, lived one. I want to get this one sent in too. I got more Morgans coming though. The one I sent for your ring, bro, is fucking sick. Yeah. Problem is when I start acting like I'm 20 and start moving like I'm 20, that's when I'm hurting the next day, bro. Trust me, I can't do that shit like I used to. Can't. Sorry. Just don't happen the same. Body don't work the same. And then guys are like, dude, you got that old man strength. I'm like, what are you talking about, that old man strength? I mean, just because I can pull that extra little bit I need out of the middle of nowhere don't mean I got old man strength. That just means that I pull that extra little bit that I didn't think I had. You just got to try a little harder. Yeah, no, I feel you on that. Feel like I can do anything too, and in reality, I can't. This super toner going. I can't wait for this thing to finish doing what it's going to do. Starting to get color on the backside finally. You finally get a hold of him? I messaged him and I'm like, dude, did you get the coins? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And he's like, I should have it done soon. And I'm like, all right, cool. You talk to him? And pay for what later? Pay for thinking we're 20? Oh, for sure. Now listen, I work at a tire shop, so I'm always lifting shit that's heavy. But when it's too heavy, I don't try to lift it by myself anymore. I ask for help. And most of the time they just do it, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Look, man, I've gotten to an age to where fuck, I've put in my dues. I've slung my amount of tires that I need to sling in my lifetime, and I still sling more. You know, I do the job just like they do. But I work with a bunch of young kids, man, and if I let them know I hurt next day, they will never let me live the end of it down. So one of my first jobs up here was at a tire shop. I worked at a tire shop, used tire shop, for $6 an hour. Cash under the table. So I did that for, fuck, a year or so, maybe a little longer at that tire shop, and I got raises and stuff like that. But became the manager, left that place, started doing some other stuff, automotive wise. Became an ASC mechanic. I got certification still. Then went and started running a series of lube shops. Met my most recent ex-wife and quit those jobs, because I met her at work. We both quit and started different careers. I went into banking, and I was in banking for 9 years until I had the aneurysm. So now when we unload tires, it's one guy kicking them out of the truck and one guy receiving it on the end and stacking it. It's not much of an assembly line. Because tires you can sling for a long distance because they roll. So you put a tire down and kick it against it, and it rolls pretty far, almost like, you gave it a boost. So it rolls pretty good. Rolls in a straight line most of the time. Should I wish I had 3 or 4 guys to unload the truck? It really depends. It really depends, honestly, because we just switched from one big truck to 5 mini trucks. So instead of getting one big truck for 900 tires a month or a week, we get 6 mini trucks for like 140. Yeah, here, check it out. Let's do this. Here, let's put that cool walker I just got. Look at that, Nick. Like a glove. Calling out sizes, and then they would go on one direction or another. Yeah, we had a semi. Yeah, that's cool, man. Or a semi. Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, that'd almost be like a pretty cool Christmas present to send somebody, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That would be pretty cool. Nice Christmas gift for somebody. Boom. Alien with the big old fucking half ounce or a walker in the middle there. Or like here, I got one. I got one here. Hold on. Check this out. Check this guy out. Silver. 90%. Oh, I bet he would, wouldn't he? But I ain't unwrapping any of that right now. Check her out. Silver BU Kennedy. Tires is hard no matter what, bro. That's pretty cool. Bob's a badass. Can somebody do something about that for me? Yeah, it would look good on a shelf, wouldn't it? Thanks, brother. Yeah, it's a nice piece. I got this one. It's a consolation prize. It's a nice Kennedy. That Walker's even cooler. Open this one up here. I got all these ancient coins to send you. Is he sending you that, Carty? Is he sending you that directly, or is he sending it to me? Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure he was gonna send it to me, and then when he sends it to me, I'm gonna add a whole bunch of stuff to it so I can send it to you. So if you're ready to start pouring, you can start pouring. You know I want like 3 or 4 copper shotgun shells if they're 5 ounces a piece. You know I want some silver rounds. Those things sell like hotcakes, man. And I'm thinking about doing something special here soon. I'm gonna be doing my 500 sub giveaway or sub giveaway here soon because I'm at like 511 now, I think, something like that. They move quick. And I need you to message me and tell me what the price point is on the shovel. Like, how much it's going to cost me to have 3 or 4 of them made. And I know how much work goes into it, so do keep that in mind. I'm aware of that. So I'm understanding in that part, but I want you to give me some sort of pricing, as in, and you know how we do it, and I know how you do it. So just let me know what in the long run it's going to run, and I will work on figuring out what I'm going to send you. It just depends on how much the shovels are per, as to how many I want. But I want a couple of them for sure because I've had people ask me for them. And if I know what a good price point is, then I'll know how much I can sell them for at a better price. But people do understand that hand pours, especially with work like this. Yeah, just let me know. Yeah, Donna, Nick, Cartier Silver, the guy talking right now, he's the one who poured this. The weight was 1.1 and a half is what the weight was on it. So just message me. Still a badass round. Brass. You're like, screw the copper, man. I'm making this thing out of brass for you. Dude, you're good, bro. Plenty fine. I know we've done a lot of business together. I probably still hold the record. And I hope I do, because I want to hold that and keep it too. You do good work, you know that. Template, remember? Too thin. I'm glad you tacked it together, and I'm glad that I thought about stacking it. They think they just, God, they just stacked so well. Yes, we have been together from the start. Literally, I think we both started right around the same exact time, or within the same time frame. Thinking about this one, man, this one's already thicker. I wouldn't have to send you two for this one. And you already have the box. They're literally the same size. Damn it, I'm knocking all my shit over. This one's already thicker. The shovel part's already thicker. Like I said, you wouldn't need two of this one. One of this one would be just as thick, if not thicker already. I bet if you poured this one, it'd probably be a 2.5 ounce, 3 ounce one. Because this one's already has substantial weight compared to this one. I think this would be a pretty cool shovel to pour. No, I got this from Backyard Prospecting. It feels like it's copper. I don't know. I don't think so. It might not be. I don't think he said. It could be. But being copper, I would have expected it to be shinier. Well, you like the spade one better? I still think this would be an awesome pour. The spade one looks more like a shovel, looks more like a spoon. And it is a really nice pour. This would be a good pour too, I think. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, no, I'll send it when I send your package. And I got this recently too. Aluminum pour. Pretty cool. But I need more Cartier pours. Yeah, dude, I am super stoked. You're supposed to be at work at 8:30. Well, that's only a few hours away for you, man. You better get off, go to bed. Yeah, Cartier does excellent work. And depending on the size of the pour, most of the time, it'll come in a bag like this. Super cool bag. And as you see, here, I'll just show you. I have a few of them because he's my boy. And he does great work. Damn it. Man, I'm such a schlemiel. No, that was my fault. Dude, I cannot believe that pissed me off. Gold down, silver down, bobs down, shit. Half the table took a walk on that one. It just means I got too much shit in too close of an area. When one thing falls, you get three things falling. That's fucking too close. Dominoes done. Sorry. I do have quite the display going right now, though. I mean, I'm living, walking proof that I love to stack fractional, and fractional is okay to stack. You don't have to go for that ounce gold unless you can afford it. And most people can't because they can't drop the money on it right away. So why wait for it when you know it's not going to happen? Just stack the fractional because you will get there at one point and you can still buy the gold. That's how I look at it. I mean, I got an ounce of gold sitting up there, all in smaller pieces. All my ounces are over at mom's house, but all my smaller pieces are all right here for right now. I have no problem stacking fractional because it adds up. I mean, I got 3/4 ounces up there and 3/10 ounces up there. That's more gold than I ever thought I would have when it came to coins, just kind of sitting in my house. If my ex-wife knew how much I had in metals, she would shit herself. She don't watch my lives. She don't watch anything. Price does make a difference. And most of the stuff that I buy at just a few dollars at most over for the whole piece. So like when I go buy a gram of gold at the at any bullion place, you're paying 140 and then whatever. I pay, for a gram of gold. I paid last gram of gold I bought from him. I paid $120 for it. That's 20 less than any bullion place is going to sell you. And I walk out with it on the same spot. I don't have to pay the extra 3% for the card. I don't have to wait for the shipping. It's, in my opinion, it's a win-win. Oh, Chad already got him the silver. Yeah, no, I understand. For budget purposes, I am better off buying it at a tenth or a quarter ounce, and I get that. But when I buy gram gold, it's for a game. It's for a whatnot game. When I buy gold, I buy tenths or bigger. That's what I do. You're 100% right. Like this panda I picked up a month ago. I paid $365 for it. And the premiums on these things were insane, but I didn't pay a real big premium on it. Yeah, but Cartier, I can take a gram of gold and I can put it in a game and I can make, I can clear $500 on it in 3 hours. If the game goes right. But the backfire is sometimes the game doesn't go the same way. It doesn't go right. It never goes the way you anticipate it going. Right? So you set up a game you anticipate it going a certain way. Most of the time, It never lasts all the way to the end. I've only had 2 or 3 games last all the way to the end where I actually made decent money. But if I'm clearing, listen, if I'm clearing $200 on a $120 gram, if I'm making that much money after fees and everything else, that's a win, right? That's $200. That's $200 for 3 hours of my time and another 30 to 40 minutes of shipping. I'm okay with that. What's up with the quarter ounce? What are you talking about? Which one are you talking about? There's 3 of them up there. The maple. I don't know. You got my number. Yeah, you got my number. I mean, when it comes to certain things, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be selling anything that big on whatnot. So, yeah, Bob would look sit with a half ounce sitting in his lap. Well, I mean, you know, he'd have a poker chip in his lap too. For some reason, I can't find the right one. Oh, there it is. It might be too big though. I'm out of poker chips. I wish I had more though. I'm gonna order some more. A humble stacker poker chips. I don't even have one to show you guys, unfortunately. I gave them all out. And I promised I was going to hold on to one, but I didn't. I got April Davis's though. I got Cash Money. I got FG Stackers. I got My Silver Journey. I got a Jenny Sweetheart. Broke stacker, 7 stacks. Got me a Tuli one. She was actually the very first person to sub to me, other than my sister or my daughter. She was the second one. Let's see what we got here. We got blue collar stacker. Another MSJ. He had a couple of them he sent me. What do we got here? AAA. Damn it. Cartier silver. And over here, in my chip lab box, I have a 3D Woodworks one. So nowhere near as many as 7 stacks, because she's got a lot. But, I mean, I have a decent stack of poker chips from people. And I'm pretty sure I have more lying around here, because I know that I got one from, actually, I got one right over here that I need to put in the packs and put in the mix. It's from T-Bird Stacking. And I, for some reason, can't find it. What happens when you have silver and shit fucking everywhere in your house? There's so many piles of silver and shit. I don't know. I need to clean up a little bit. Put this shit away. I don't know what pile it's in. Not ones that I bought, but ones that I won on Whatnot. The Oklahomas. 6 of them. Blue collar, what's up? Of course I got yours here, man. Actually, it was one of the last ones I looked at. It is right. Shaw. Boom, baby. Hell yeah, I got your chip. Hell yeah, man. Of course. There's no 7 stacks pile of chips, but, you know, I got a few of them. I appreciate everybody who's given me one. It's cool to have chips like that. So yeah, I hit 511. I'm at 511 subs. We'll be doing that 500 sub giveaway soon. Someone's gonna get a 500 sub Hummel stacker bar. It's actually right here in the pack, ready to go. I got some pay dirts that are lined up. Curtis said he's going to donate an ounce of silver for the giveaway. So, Chasing Cheddar with Curtis has a silver round he's upping. Creed from 39 Mining, or 39 Finger Mining. He's donating a 0.25 bag of pay dirt, and I talked to two other pay dirt vendors, and they said they would sell me some quarter-gram bags and then throw in a 1/10 bag. So I'll have some more pay dirt there. TO is offering up a $20 Patreon membership, and every month he gives out a bag of pay dirt as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm also going to be giving away this Morgan as well. AAA Alaskan Assassin Adventures is, he already sent me the package. He sent me a swag pack down. Super cool. People are adding to the pile, which is totally awesome. I love it when the community comes together and supports each other. So that's awesome. So I'll have silver and gold to give away. Blue collar, you know what I can do? Let's do it this way. Cartier, I gotta send you a package anyways. I'll send you the chip I have, and as long as Blue Collar can replenish it on the next thing I get from him, I'll up mine. That way you can get one. If that's cool with BC. Yeah, you just got to be on the live. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. I already have something ready to go for him. I'm just waiting for something else to show up so I can add it and then send it. Someone want to take care of that? Please? Hello, Maxie. Is the video okay? Can you guys hear me all right? No, you did exactly what I wanted you to do. Yeah, dropping it down. No, that's cool. Like I said, you did exactly what I wanted you to do. That's awesome. That's why you guys are all blue. So you can take care of the spammers so I don't even have to worry about touching my phone. I don't want to have to touch my phone and deal with some asshole. So thank you. You guys took care of it for me. Thanks, BC. Yeah, I'm completely down with it. You did exactly what I would have hoped that you would have been okay with me doing in your room if somebody did that to you. It's one of the benefits to being a mod. You know, when you've got the person's back on the channel, then you can take care of business for them like you need to. All right, bro. I appreciate you stopping by. Have a good night, bro. Yeah, we're at 2.5 hours. I'm gonna have to bounce too. I gotta get ready for bed. I know Cartier's gotta wake up here in a couple of hours too. Get some sleep before he's gotta go cutting some meat. Plus, especially if we're gonna make him work a long day. I appreciate you though. I appreciate all you guys for stopping by and hanging out and chilling with me. Sunday I'll probably be panning dirt with Skylar. Skylar's super excited. We got a bag of dirt from Chase and Cheddar, and I'm waiting for my Patreon bag to come from soon. But yeah, so we got a bag of pay dirt. We're gonna be panning. What up, Woodsy? Woodsy. We got a bag of pay dirt. We're gonna be panning on Sunday, and finding some shiny. I know she's super excited. She loves panning dirt. Friday off. Nice, man. So your stuff's in the mail, bro. Hope you're following the tracking on that. But yeah, I got these six half gold bags, so 3 gold bags total in this thing. The Oklahoma ones aren't bad. Nah, you're good, brother. Has it started going across the water yet? I got to get some more stickers and some more swag. Yeah, dude. I would be like I would be so exhausted and overworked and so afraid of cutting myself on that meat slicer that I wouldn't be able to make it to work at 8:30 either. I'd imagine international, it would fly out of Seattle, probably hit some hub in Florida or in California, depending on which direction they flew across the globe. Yeah. Well, hopefully it's faster, bro. Well, Cartier, do you need clothes? Okay, well, that's cool, bro. Well, set a budget, tell her what you have to spend, and go out and buy some clothes. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you stopped by, Woodsy. I'm glad everybody's here. I appreciate you all. Get the old chip out of Bob's lap there. He looks better holding a piece of silver. We should put the proof back in his lap. Oh, don't you dare. I knew it. Fuck it. Boom. Pisses me off. There we go. No, not yet. But I was planning on setting something up soon because I do have a couple pieces I want to send in. Like, I want to send in this 86 Eagle. 86 is the first year release. I want to send this in. Get it graded. I can guarantee you it's never left this capsule. Starting to tone on the bottom. It's been in this thing, I'm sure, its whole life. So I want to see what that comes back at because that'll be a hit. It's first year. Comes back at a 69 or a 70. It could be worth some money. Did I lose you guys? Are you still there, me? Right on. So yeah, I got these Florida Goldbacks or Oklahoma Goldbacks. They're not bad. The artwork, they keep stepping it up pretty good. You know, can't complain. He threw in a decent piece of silver as well. That's Consolation because I played kind of hard in his room. Got a bunch of half gold backs, didn't hit anything. So he does like I do. When a player plays hard, like that's why I go to certain rooms. Smaller streamers take care of their buyers, especially the ones that I go to. I like to go to people that, are good people and they take care of people. So that's why I take care of people as much as possible. Still can't believe what, bro? Woodsy, I picked this up recently and whatnot. I was in a guy's room and he had a wheel for 21 bucks a spin. I got one of them at a discount because I had a coupon. But 21 bucks a spin, 100 spot wheel. I bought 3 spots. A quarter ounce gold. Over in another guy's room, I spun the wheel 3 times. One's for $5, 2 for 10. I got envelope number 2, or I picked an envelope and it was number 2 that I picked, and I got this 2025 Eagle. Spent 25 bucks. Yeah, this one here. This one here is from 2013, I think it is. 2012. 69 Jeep Cam. I won this on Whatnot. I got 4 spots on his wheel. I got the top prize, and this was a secondary prize. So both of those, I think I spent like under 50 bucks. I'm getting all this silver for pretty cheap. Way cheaper than what anybody else would charge you for it. Like any of these pieces here. Wait, this one was $22. This one was 12. $32. And like 32, somewhere in there, close to it. I was in 2 different rooms and they're almost the same thing, so hard for me to remember which room I was in. They're about the same cost. Later, buddy. Oh, nice, Woodsy. Where'd you buy that from? Later, brother. Have a good night. Message me tomorrow. What'd you pay for it, bro? I know Aussie money is different, but what does it convert to in US dollars about? That's all right because of the premium. I guess it makes sense. $700 Australian. Is that a good price for you? Or did you buy it because you wanted it? And I'm glad you're in the room because I'll be doing my 500 sub subscriber giveaway soon, bro. Silver $61 an ounce down there. So you paid a $90 premium on 10 ounces, so $9 an ounce. Yeah, I get it. On this table, the only thing that I paid full price for, except for this stuff because I built it up to get to it, the only thing I paid full price for was this. And a little extra. But I haven't checked how much it would sell for, but I'm sure it probably values more than or about what I paid for it. I paid $55 for it. On this table, it's the most expensive priced one that I've paid for. Like the most I've paid on a piece. All the rest of this stuff I paid way, way under what the value of it is. Oh, that's cool. Series can be dangerous, especially them kookaburra series. They can be rough and dangerous sometimes. So yeah, it can be kind of dangerous. Some series, like the Zombuk series, the premium on those ones are pretty high. So high that the ones that I have are the only ones that I'm going to have because I'm not going to pay the extra premium on the rounds. If I win them in a game or something, that'd be different. But they're so high, I'm going to leave them alone. Yeah, it's a big series, and you have multiple options on them. You got the privy and then the non-privy. Most people buy them thinking that there's no difference, and they're buying parts of two different sets. The privy ones are expensive. I realize how rare 63 is in a Morgan. And you see a lot of 62s. Come on. Come on, Bob. Work with me here, bro. There you go. See a lot of 62s. 62s are pretty common. This is a really nice one. I think it's better than a 62. Hear that? Hmm. All right, man. All right, you guys, I'm going to split. Donna, have a good night. Nick, have a good night. Woodsy, thanks for popping by, bro. I know you just got off work, but I got to hit the hay, man. I'm going to be getting to bed here soon. You guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be on Sunday painting some dirt with my daughter, probably around 10 o'clock my time. Um, but yeah, we want to pan some dirt, find some gold. We're gonna do that on Sunday, I'm pretty sure. So look for it. Other than that, you guys have a great night. Thanks for coming by. Time difference wasn't that bad. If it wasn't such a big difference, we'd be hanging out a whole lot more on streams. No, 10 o'clock, as in 10 in the morning. So it'd be noon your time, Donna. Yeah, it'll be about 12 o'clock your guys' time. And Skylar will introduce herself. I'll introduce her. I'll be talking to her as we're doing it. We switch off. She pans some till her wrist gets hurt or till her wrist gets tired, and then I pan some and she takes a break. And then I'm asking her questions through the whole process and making sure she knows why she's doing what she's doing or what she's doing and why she's doing it. So it's pretty cool. But I will see you guys then. Until then, Stacker's out. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Woodsy, have a good night. Donna, Nick, have a good night, you guys. Thanks for all popping by. I'll see you all later.